Hey everyone, Chef Randle here for BC Egg. Today we're giving mashed potatoes a fancy twist, creating beautiful golden Duchess potatoes featuring our BC eggs. In here, I've got our mashed potato. I've used a ricer, makes beautiful silky mashed potatoes without overmixing them. So if you don't happen to have a ricer, by all means, use a mixer, use a masher really well. Just get your mashed potatoes however you like them. From here, we're add a few ingredients. We're gonna add our cream. And also too, we wanna make sure we don't overmix, because you can overmix potatoes as well and really get that kind of starchy feel. So I want to try to mix things until they're combined, but just not overmixed. We're gonna add half our butter to make these very luxurious. So probably fairly similar to when you make regular mashed potatoes, but here's where it changes. We're gonna take some of our beautiful local eggs. I use 3 egg yolks. So I'm gonna crack them. I like to use my hands just to gently separate them and right inside. Now, of course, we never waste anything. So your egg whites, put them in the fridge. You can use them for tomorrow's breakfast, mix them with your scrambled eggs, make a beautiful egg white omelet, or whip them up and make an incredible meringue. BC has over 150 family-owned and operated egg farms. Beautiful BC egg yolks mixed right in. And that's just gonna add this richness as well that can't be duplicated. We're gonna finish this off a little bit, just a pinch of nutmeg. So just a little background flavor. We're gonna season up a little salt and some pepper. So today I'm using a fine sea salt for this one. So today I'm using a disposable piping bag and a star tip. So we're gonna do, best way to tell where to make your cut, I'm gonna insert the pastry tip inside. I'll make a little mark about 2 centimeters from the tip of the pastry tip, and then that gives me a little guide of where to cut through. When using your piping bag, always be sure to invert it. That way you're not gonna make the outside of the pastry bag dirty, but also, especially if you're cooking by yourself, you have a nice little handle. In goes our potatoes. They're nice and creamy, they're really light. We got those beautiful egg yolks, the local cream, local butter, some perfect seasonings. Squish it down. Give it a little twist, and we're ready to go to the pan. Over here, I've got a nice parchment-lined baking pan ready to go. Our oven's already preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. At this point, you can make these as big or small as you want. The trick to piping, we're not gonna try to push it all the way with this hand through. Your hand that's on the top is gonna kind of push the potato to the end, and the hand on the bottom is gonna kind of give that last little squeeze out, so I'll show you. So we'll go ahead and we'll start the pipe. Make that little tower. We're gonna do our best to make them all relatively the same size. That way they'll cook at the same time in the oven. We're gonna finish this with a little bit of our melted butter. Being careful not to fold in all those ridges, just kind of let it ride its way down. That way the butter is going to create a nice even heat and give us this beautiful even brown when it goes into our oven. We're going to put them in the oven, 15, 20 minutes max, or really until they're just nice and golden brown. Luxurious looking, ready for the table. Quickly pop them off onto a nice platter. Ah, they smell delicious. That nutmeg is coming through. On the platter, crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. The perfect side dish. Thanks for joining me, and keep cooking with BC Egg.